Mr. Zuckerberg, if President Trump shares Russian or Iranian disinformation, lying about the outcome of the election, can you commit that you will make sure your algorithms do not amplify that content and that you will immediately take that content down?
Senator, we have a policy in place that prevents any candidate or campaign from prematurely declaring victory or trying to delegitimize the result of the election. And what we will do in that case is we will append some factual information to any post that is trying to do that. So if someone says that they won the election when the result isn't in, for example, we will append a piece of information to that saying that official election results are not in yet. So that way, anyone who sees that post will see that context in line. And also, if one of the candidates tries to prematurely declare victory or cite an incorrect result, we have a precaution that we've built in to put at the top of the Facebook app for everyone who signs in the US information about the accurate US election voting results. I think that this is a very important issue to make sure that people can get accurate information about the results of the election.
Yeah, it cannot be stated as being anything less than critically important. Democracy could be seriously challenged beginning next Tuesday evening and for several days afterwards, maybe longer. And a lot of responsibility is going to be on the shoulders of Facebook and our other witnesses today. Mr. Zuckerberg, if President Trump uses his Facebook account to call for armed private citizens to patrol the polls on Election Day, which would constitute illegal voter intimidation in violation of the Voting Rights Act, will you commit that your algorithms will not spread that content and that you will immediately take that content down?
Senator, my understanding is that content like what you're saying would violate our voter suppression policies and would come down.
Okay, again, the stakes are going to be very high, and we're going to take that as a commitment that you will do that, because obviously we would otherwise have a serious question mark placed over our elections. We know Facebook cares about one thing, keeping users glued to its platform. One of the ways you do that is with Facebook groups. Mr. Zuckerberg, in 2017, you announced a goal of 1 billion users joining Facebook groups. Unfortunately, these forum pages have become breeding grounds for hate, echo chambers of misinformation, and venues for coordination of violence. Again, Facebook is not only failing to take these pages down, it is actively spreading these pages and helping these groups' recruitment efforts. Facebook's own internal research found that 64% of all extremist group joins are due to Facebook's recommendation tools. Mr. Zuckerberg, will you commit to stopping all group recommendations on your platform until US election results are certified, yes or no?
Senator, we have taken the step of stopping recommendations and groups for all political content or social issue groups as a precaution for this. But just to clarify one thing, the vast majority of groups and communities that people are a part of are not extremist organizations or even political. They're interest-based and communities that I think are quite helpful and healthy for people to be a part of. I do think we need to make sure that our recommendation algorithm doesn't encourage people to join extremist groups. That's something that we have already taken a number of steps on, and I agree with you is very important that we continue to make progress on.